Welcome to Art Talks. I am Fran Dordick, a docent at the San Jose Museum of Art, and with me is Tammy, another San Jose Museum of Art docent.
Hi.
Today, we will be discussing a work of art from the exhibit Southeast Northwest. These are artworks recently acquired for the museum's permanent collection. The work we will be discussing is called Selfie from 2016 by Genevieve Gaignard. Let's begin. Tammy, what in particular did you see that intrigued you about this piece of art?
What intrigued me about this piece titled Selfie, I had to look at it for a few minutes, and then all of a sudden I realized that she's holding a phone, taking a selfie, but look where the picture is. It's on the back side of the phone.
So we can see the selfie as well as the person in that selfie.
Yes, exactly, which is not normal for when you take a selfie and you flip the camera. Only the person taking the selfie sees it typically.
In that sense, you are describing this artwork to someone who has never seen it before. What else do you see in it?
Her expression caught my attention. It's very muted. There's not a lot of expression to her, actually. So it's hard to tell whether she's happy or excited or whether she's down. She just has a very neutral expression as I see it.
So she's calm still in your view of this piece.
I would think so. Maybe even a little defiant looking.
So what makes you say defiant?
When I look at her eyes, you can see her eyes through her sunglasses, but they're pretty piercing. They're pretty direct right into the camera. And there's no smile on her face. So again, you can't really tell what that means, but maybe it just means like, here I am. This is me.
She's putting herself out there for the world.
That's how I would take it, actually. Yeah.
Does your opinion about this artwork change the longer you look at it, the more you see in it?
It does. That's a great question, because at first, when I just glanced at this piece, I honestly didn't think much of it in the sense of, oh, here's another selfie. In this case, it's a self-portrait. It's a picture of someone doing a selfie. Then I kept looking at it and kept looking at the details, and I was drawn into the lights popping in the background. And then I saw the phone camera. I just realized there's so much more depth to this piece than surface.
There's a lot to look at. What do we know about the artist after viewing this artwork for a period of time?
My first response was not much, but there is a lot to learn about her. Just on the surface, she is female. The location looks beachy because of the palm trees.
It does.
And she might have a bathing suit on, actually. Can't tell. It's a tank top or bathing suit. It's hard to tell her age, really, but maybe 20s, 30s, maybe younger.
Do we think this is the real her, or a her that she is portraying?
Hard to tell. She gives us very little with her expression to make it definitive on what she's thinking. So she keeps it mysterious, I think.
Not knowing something might draw you in further. It might give you the opportunity to explore more about her, or maybe about yourself as you're looking at the art. I want to say thank you for joining us today on Art Talks. We hope this discussion of Selfie from 2016 by Genevieve Gaignard will entice our listeners to come into the San Jose Museum of Art to see this artwork for themselves. Thank you, Tammy.
Oh, thank you so much for having me.